family farmers. The word on the street was, well, nothing can replace tobacco. Other efforts had been tried, most of them had failed, and folks said, well, anyway, where are the markets? There's nobody around here to buy food if you grow food. Well, a group of us, mostly farmers, but a few chefs, a few local grocers, some county agents, we started working on an alternative. And we took a long time to get it rolling. But that alternative has grown, as folks have said, into a wealth of opportunities. It's a different world now for family farmers in our district because of this effort that started. A wealth of opportunities that not only has begun to create better livelihoods for farmers in our own district, but has inspired the same sorts of initiatives in Charlottesville and other parts of the Commonwealth. All over the country, people are saying, what did you all do in Southwest Virginia with tobacco farmers? We want some of that too. So once again, what we've done here has bubbled up. Now, all of these efforts, and many more I haven't mentioned, were born here. They were conceived and developed by local people. They were built on and by local businesses, family farmers, local banks, community and civic leaders, using, first and foremost, local resources. The government was involved, but not in a heavy-handed way, not as an enforcer, but as a constructive partner. Now, the Republican vision of America, we've heard a lot of great things about the Republican vision of America today, or I should say not great things, but great characterizations. That Republican vision, which as best as we can tell is exactly Morgan Griffith's vision for our country and our district, it has no constructive role for government, and certainly no resources to invest in the businesses and the people and the civic organizations and the housing efforts that help people have a better life. Just look at the budget they passed. Look at that GOP budget. It's a nightmare for the 9th District, for the people of the district in this country. It's a budget that gives $3 trillion in new tax cuts, most of it to the wealthy. It's a budget that insists on keeping $4 billion a year for the oil companies, when the big 5 oil companies alone made $8 trillion in profit in the last decade. It does those cuts, continues those loopholes in order to cut workforce training, education, women's health care, and countless other investments in people, in strong communities, in the economy. The GOP has left no doubt, and Morgan Griffith, no doubt who they're standing with. And it's not the miner. It's not the small farmer. It's not the student or the teacher. It's not the retiree depending on Social Security and Medicare. It's not the young family struggling to get by. And it sure as heck isn't the woman. Now, as I'm sure all of you know, Mr. Griffith lives in Salem. And that brings to mind a phrase that I know you all have heard many times: Virginia ends at Roanoke. Maybe for some folks. But I'm here to tell you that if there's anything I've learned in my 28 years in the 9th, Virginia doesn't end at Roanoke. Virginia begins at the Cumberland Gap in Lee County, Virginia. Time and again, we've been underestimated, we've been devalued, we've been left for dead. But we haven't just bounced back from that. We've led the way with new ideas, with practical initiatives, with innovative ways of solving some very tough problems. We've led the way here, and time again, when we've figured something out here, a better way to do something that helps people, that builds community, that protects our land, when we've figured it out here, we've generously shared it with the rest of the Commonwealth and in many cases the nation. Now, time and again, we've risen to these challenges only because at first, a small group of folks just wouldn't take no for an answer. A small group of folks worked and worked until they began to get some traction. And then that small group became scores, it became hundreds, and in some cases it became thousands of people. We have been able to lead the way because time and again, as my friend and fellow farmer Robin Robbins says, we put the we ahead of the me. Now we can do this. We can do this, not me. We can expand local businesses and build local capital that helps accelerate strong local economies throughout the district, and then take that message to other parts of the United States and the world that need that same sort of thing. We can do it and sustain the existing jobs we have while creating new jobs that really meet community needs, and jobs that will be here for our kids. We can create new opportunities that improve the livelihoods of farmers, of miners, of workers and entrepreneurs, while better protecting our land, our air, and our water. We can reverse the trickle-up economy that sucks up wealth and prosperity from working folks, from homeowners and small businesses, and puts it in the hands of a tiny group of the super rich and the super powerful, and instead return our economy and our politics to its rightful owners, the citizens, us, ordinary people. We, you and I, right here in Dublin, in Southwest Virginia, and the rest of the district, we can also lead the way to a renewed Democratic Party in our state and even in our nation. A party that isn't just the guys who aren't as bad as those Republicans. A party that isn't just one that puts up a fight for a while but then gives in. A party that has a hard time saying things clearly, simply, and forcefully. We can lead to a renewed Democratic Party, to a party of clarity, of honesty, of reality, a party of working people and those struggling to build a better life. The party that doesn't view young people just as a demographic to be exploited, but as a group with the energy and the intelligence to motivate us and our party and our world. We can renew this Democratic Party and in the process renew our political debate, re-energize our political debate, infuse our political debate with some facts, with some thought, some intelligence, and put on our agenda, our political agenda, making people's lives better today while working for a world that's going to be sustained when our grandchildren are our age. That's the kind of debate we need, and we can make it happen from here. So, I'm willing to lead that fight.
All right.
But we and only we can win that fight. So I ask you to join me, and when I say join me, I mean join me in this fight to success in November. Please do it. Thank you very much.